great turnouts early in the morning, and we do appreciate everybody showing up. We got more people that are on their way that might be a little bit late. A special thank you to everybody for your generous support today. The day really is about Threads of Life, which is our amazing charity that helps people and families that survive workplace accidents. So their work is tremendously important, and I'm really proud of everybody in the room that contributed to a really successful day. We'll have a presentation to that shortly. Is the Minister of Labour and Training and Skills Development. Without further ado, the Honourable Monty McNaughton.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Roger, for that very kind introduction, and thank you, Roger, for all that you do to improve health and safety in the workplaces right across this province. I'm so happy to join all of you here this morning to discuss my vision for a safer Ontario. Our government values our partners in the construction industry who actually build Ontario. We share many of the same values and many of the same goals. I come from a small town in southwestern Ontario. The village of Newbury, population is about 425. If you take out all of the McNaughtons, I think it's in single digits, which is why when it came time to start dating, I had to move to a different town. I named the Minister of Labour back in June. I got on the phone and opened a conversation. I reached out to more than 150 labor leaders, hundreds of employers, and countless workers. I told everyone the exact same thing. I want you to know that my door is always open. I want workers to know that I respect them, that I consider myself one of them. Because when it comes down to it, we value the exact same things. The importance of hard work, cooperation, and good paying jobs, and the belief that we all have the right, young, old, white or blue collar, to come home safely after a hard day. Thank you very much.
A very, very talented guy, the Chief Prevention Officer for the Province of Ontario, Ron Koleski.
That's for you, George.
Thank you, Roger. Thank you, Minister. Always a tough. What I found is in health and safety is we try something for a short period of time and then we go, well, that didn't work, then we try something else. So the sustainability of the programs that we do are really important. So the focus that we're going to have, whether it's on occupational disease, whether it's on eliminating falls, whether it's on managing musculoskeletal disorders, we're going to focus on that. And I'll end by saying that our health and safety partners across the system, which include both the private sector, which, by the way, provides about 50% of the training that is done in Ontario is done through the private sector. So those 239 private sector providers that work with us, we thank them. We also have our system partners. We're focusing them on really those critical areas that are important for us. Agriculture, general trucking, residential construction, mining, and forestry. They're the ones that are really hurting people. So time to go. Thank you, Minister, and thank you for listening to
Health and safety at modern Niagara, in charge of thousands of different workers' lives, and just a wealth of knowledge, and just a terrific friend. Ladies and gentlemen, Aaron Oliver.
Those of you who don't know, we have approximately 2,700 employees in the mechanical and electrical sector. We do ICI buildings, things like hospitals and universities and stuff. Some of our partners are in the room today, and some of our staff and colleagues are in the room today, so thank you for coming. Modern Niagara has been awarded Canada's top 100 employers and is one of the best managed, but we were also blessed this year with winning Canada's safest employer in the building and construction sector, as well as Canada's safest employer silver finalist for the best culture. SmackDat International also acknowledged us as being Canada's safest sheet metal employer this year, so we've had a really humbling and ingratiating experience. And I'm just proud to be able to be the spokesperson for such a great team, because as much as I can write policy and be creative about the way to innovate and do things, it's those people out in the field and their management and their staff and the trades folks out there that really do want to execute. And make it very clear, nobody wants to go home worse than when they came to work. That is absolutely, you'll never hear somebody saying, it's okay, I'm gonna go home hurt today, the job is more important than my health. We have to start sharing our data, and I have no problem admitting I had our biggest competitor in our building last week. They cracked open all of their safety data and handed it to me, and I cracked open all of ours and handed it to them. And Plan Group was the company, and you know, a lot of us sit here and go, well, wait a minute, Modern Niagara and Plan Group, they're competitors. Yes, we are. But safety can't be a competitive advantage at the expense of a worker's life. They've had me in their building, and we started sharing everything that's not private and everything that will allow us to make greater change. So an example, we started noticing we had a significant number of hand injuries, and we started tracing it back, and we saw that it was bandsaw related. In a silo, have 2 or 3 in Toronto, 1 or 2 out west, 1 in Ottawa. We couldn't pin it down. But when Plan started having the same thing, I called them. They said, yeah, same thing. We started looking at it. Milwaukee had changed their tool. They made it faster, better, smaller, lighter. But the unintended consequences is the tradespeople started using it with one hand, and they were holding the material in the other hand. So we called Milwaukee to jointly, and all trade and the fastening house, we all got together and sat down with Milwaukee, and they just came back to our shop last week and rolled out a new prototype that does not allow the use of a bandsaw with one hand. They put in a pommel guard in it, so they have to be holding a pommel. That can't happen with one company reaching out, they don't listen. But with multiple stakeholders who have data and evidence to back them up, you can make change. That's just one example that's fresh and exciting. What I'm challenging people to do in 2 bits is just start thinking about who is also in the same boat they are and why are you rowing in a different direction. And start to think outside your box, be a little visionary. So I only did a lot because I think this is quite germane to where we are now. It's all mindset. Either we're in a group or we're in a rut. It's the mindset and effort that ultimately gets us to where we want to be in our journey. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. And I wanted to talk to you a little bit about, we're talking about the journey of the profession, right? And we are at a stage now where things are changing and we need to look at safety practitioners and safety professionals, not in a different light, but to continue on that journey. Our purpose is to make sure that we provide excellence and professionalism, to promote a high national standard, to promote a mechanism for practitioners to actually validate their skills and also identify practitioners as meeting a specific standard. So just a bit of a chart again. I know somebody says that safety people love triangles. We put a little triangle in the presentation, right? Although I know we're getting away from that because research is showing it's kind of old school, but so certification, really we need to look at the educational programs and make sure there's robust academic programs in place, and make sure that we have scopes of practice and skills that are defined so that we know when we go out into the field, like what is our scope of practice and where are we supposed to be, and also to recognize where we need to call in other expertise to help us out with certain issues.